The 90s were a wild time for sci-fi movies. While some films from this decade are genuine classics, others are beloved for a different reason. They're so bad, they're actually kind of awesome. If you're in the mood for some cheesy effects, ridiculous plots, and over-the-top acting, these 90s sci-fi gems are just what you need. Escape from LA possesses all the typical offenders of what audiences know as a standard so-bad-it's-good action flick. The film's CGI and green screen sequences are horrifically bad, even by 1996's standards, which isn't a high bar. How can one go wrong with a film that features Kurt Russell's character, Snake, chasing after a runaway car by surfboarding down a parallel trench? That scene itself is worth some praise, making Escape from LA an underrated yet still mortifying entry into the sci-fi action territory. Starship Troopers is known worldwide as the ultimate example of a so-bad-it's-good film. Set in a world where humans are waging war against a race of alien bugs, the plot follows a group of soldiers traveling to alien planets to take the fight to them. What follows are some of the funniest sci-fi goofs in film history. It's wholly absurd, and it knows that it is akin to a cheesy high school drama with its love triangles disguised as a space opera.
We are a generation commanded by fate to defend humankind.
Everyone fights, no one quits.
We are going in with first wave. You smash the entire area. You kill anything that has more than two legs. You get me? We get you, sir.
When Val Kilmer and Marlon Brando get stuck in the tropics together on an island populated by half-human beasts, what could go wrong? Apparently a lot. The Island of Dr. Moro is an absolute disaster of a film. It's so bad that in 1997, it was nominated for 4 Razzie Awards. The Island of Dr. Moreau that has the perfect blend of an absurd premise, lackluster script, ridiculous performances, and an overall goofy tone. Yet, it is bizarrely enjoyable, largely thanks to its deranged plot and the hammy performances from a woefully miscast ensemble.
Have you ever considered that for every minute we're studying them, that they are studying us?
I'd like to present my children.
Father?
Oh my God.
In Multiplicity, Michael Keaton plays Doug Kinney, a man who seems to never have enough time. Attempting to control his life, he agrees to be cloned by a scientist, but his clones develop unique personalities, bringing more chaos into his life. Multiplicity has some defense on its side in the vein that it's supposed to be a comedy, but the plot is quite weak, and a lot of the humor feels very forced, making people laugh because it's trying too hard, not because it's funny.
Hi, how are you? Are you nuts? I've been working since I was 12 years old. It's break time. It is. And Doug, I think it's that 12-year-old that's saying, Doug, how about a visit? You need time for Doug. What a suck.
Virtuosity. The film follows Denzel Washington's character, a former cop, who is selected to test out a virtual reality program where he must hunt down a character built after all the worst criminals in the world. If the synopsis doesn't make it obvious enough, the film's plot is downright wacky and ridiculous. Still, Virtuosity remains entertaining almost 30 years later through its hilariously horrendous CGI and pre-stardom Russell Crowe.
This one's for you. On your knees. Shut up. Here we go.
Save the copycat.
He's recreating mass murders. SID 6.7 is intent on improving the original.
Say thank you.
Although the Steel character is portrayed and adapted borderline perfectly in the hit series Superman and Lois, the same cannot be said about none other than Shaquille O'Neal's rendition of DC Comics' metal-clad hero. When it comes to bad superhero movies, of which there are quite a few, Steel ranks among the top offenders. Poor O'Neal gets a lot of flack when it comes to this film, with many aiming at his acting abilities. However, O'Neal's acting is also one of the best parts of this misguided mess.
It's hammer time.
What a magnetic personality.
We gotta admit, the guy's got style.
When most people hear that there was a second Highlander film, the common question is whether the series needed it in the first place. The sequel to Highlander was so bad that director bailed on the premiere. The film has a reputation as one of the worst sci-fi efforts of all time, but there is joy in its misfortunes. The film's dubious quality has cemented it in the so bad it's good realm because viewers simply can't help but admire how genuinely terrible the film is.
There can be only one.
Before video game movies found their footing recently, they had a hard time at the box office and with critics. One of the worst offenders was Double Dragon, based on the beat-em-up video game of the same name. Double Dragon wasn't interested in following the premise of the game, a common downfall for most poorly received video game movies. It feels so wacky and unlike the source material that some can't help but wonder if the filmmakers had actually ever researched the games.
This is only half of it. Find me the other half now. You're gonna love this.
Let's have some fun.
Who wants gum?
When a film crew is taken hostage by a hunter who plans to capture a fabled anaconda that could make him a fortune, chaos ensues. Anaconda stars the likes of Jon Voight, Jennifer Lopez, Owen Wilson, and Ice Cube. The movie is a surefire hit for all those looking for an unserious action-adventure full of 90s chaos. It's entertaining, unexpected, and gloriously over the top, even if quality isn't exactly a synonym for it.
No matter what you see.
This skin is 3 or 4 years old. Whatever shed it has grown since then.
No matter what you hear.
What was that?
There's something down there.
That's right.
I really mean it.
I really mean it too.
Faster, come on!
It doesn't get much better than the legendary Hulk Hogan playing a bombastic space vigilante who tries to acclimate to life on Earth and its many virtues. Hogan's movies are notorious for being bad, but Suburban Commando is easily the best fit in the so bad it's good category. It's got some of the funniest one-liners, and Hogan himself is downright hilarious to watch act after transitioning from wrestling.
It's war.
Do you belong to some kind of army? Or you just go around doing good like some kind of superhero?